began in October of 2015, where the Kings County Narcotics Task Force learned of an individual who was involved in the sale of heroin here in the city of Hanford and the county of Kings. And his name is Robert Huerta. As investigators began building the case over the next couple of months, it led them to a connection between Frank Joe Reyes and Huerta, and you'll see their pictures over here as I talk about them. Reyes was also a resident of the city of Hanford and lived in the southwest area of the city of Hanford. Through the course of a few months, surveillance was conducted on both Reyes and Huerta, which led them to a third suspect, Luis Nate Vasquez. And you won't see Vasquez listed here, but he played an integral part in this investigation. He has not been arrested, but the investigation continues, and there is a possibility that charges could be brought against him in the future. In January of 2016, search warrants were conducted on the cell phone records of Huerta, Reyes, and Vasquez. And what it led investigators to was it confirmed what they had thought. And the cell phone records confirmed that those three were communicating on a daily basis about drug transactions going on with the sale of heroin. In February of 2016, heroin was purchased by the Narcotics Task Force from Robert Huerta. And then they also observed additional sales conducted by Huerta. It's reported that Huerta at one point was conducting up to 70 sales per day to individuals here in Kings County. In March of 2016, vehicles were surveilled and Huerta and Reyes were seen conducting additional drug trafficking activity. What this led investigators to do was set up some video surveillance at one of the suspects' residences. And once again, all it did was confirm that these three were heavily involved in the trafficking of heroin here in the city of Hanford. And in June and July of 2016, heroin was purchased from Reyes by the Kings County Narcotics Task Force. So now you have two of the main players that have sold directly to the task force. Also in July of 2016, the phones of Huerta, Reyes were authorized for interception and monitoring, and all that means is wiretap. And so the investigators were able to get enough information over the course of this investigation to go up on wiretaps for their cell phones. The supplier of Huerta was then confirmed to be Reyes. So Reyes was supplying the heroin to Huerta. And then Reyes' supplier was also identified as a Jose Refugio Flores, who worked for a local automotive repair shop here in the city of Hanford, and Flores' phone was added to the wiretap list.